Hello and welcome to Ula Tea Leaf Readings. My name is Lenor and tonight I'm going to be reading your tea leaves. This is a horoscope for Capricorn. If Capricorn is your solar, lunar, ascendant / rising sign, then this is a message for you. All right, let's get started. And so this is a bonus reading for Capricorn, and our card tonight is the Ace of Swords. Okay, and let's go ahead and take a look and see what these tea leaves have to say. And if you have not subscribed yet, please think about doing that. You can hit the little bell. It'll let you know when the next readings are coming out. It is free to subscribe. And if you'd like to like the video or leave a comment, please do. Let's see. You have that very prominent 9 up here. Looks like we kind of, it looks like we have, it looks like a witch maybe, or a figure, I will say, riding maybe a goat through the sky. We also have a person here who has a wand. So we have that real magic energy, magician energy, and witch energy. We have a person here. We have a person here. And another one here and here. Another. So a whole kind of, it feels like a line of people dancing, which makes sense. We're really in this period of time. We're getting really close to the midsummer or midsummer. How do you say it? Sumnar? But yes, this in between well, we're already past that, I guess, but we are in this time of many fertility celebrations, getting into that beginning of summer point, getting close to the solstice. A lot of reasons to be out celebrating and to be giving of self to kind of, woo dear old Mother Nature into helping us grow. Not only grow as beings, but grow our harvests, right? Our gardens and fields and everything else. So this is a kind of strange and magical time. Kind of the heat is setting in. Now we also, if we're talking about the Southern Hemisphere, I know. I don't forget about you all. I love you dearly, and I hear from you quite often now on the comments, and I thank you. I love to hear about what's going on down there and where I've maybe made some mistakes. But I imagine now we're getting close to that winter setting in, the cold as it gets anyhow, and whatever kinds of harvest festivals and ending that kind of, the quieting setting in, and the festivities that are surrounding these days, right? Hopefully you have a lot of things to celebrate as well. If there is anything interesting, any kind of festivals or traditions that you have for this pre-winter period, please let me know. I'd love to hear about what are your customs wherever you're from, and do you partake? What do you like to do? How have you implemented these in your life? So, a little bit of wildness, a little bit of magic. I feel like we have quite a lunar energy. And with the Ace of Swords, I feel like this is a time where you are really kind of beginning to have these kind of inspirations and ideas flowing. And a lot of this, I think, has to do with this kind of, togetherness. When we have these kinds of, listen, we have all kinds of things this time of year. Right now, we're in the middle of the beginning of garage sale season and street, what do we call them here? Like street fairs, block parties. Every little town has their special day. They like if a town has a lake and they have a lot of I don't know, like sunfish. It's like sunfish weekend or sunfish days or catfish days or whatever it is. There's a lot of different ones. Every tiny little town or big town, they all have their own kind of, it's almost like a mascot or theme, right? And so these bring us together. And, I know this happens in different places all over. We also have a lot of county fairs coming up, which I love because you get to try all of the fantastic cuisine and see all of the art that people are making and having judged, right? So I feel like during this period of time, there's just such a, you're seeing and feeling and hearing so many things that are not the usual. And, getting ideas and having those visits from the muse. And I feel this kind of, this one especially I'm looking at, it reminds me of kind of almost like the magician card in the Thoth deck, but also kind of Mercury, right? Which Mercury is on that card, or Hermes, and or like a fairy, right? Kind of dancing, and there's glittery light and sparkles and leaving little the fairy dust of magical thinking and kind of this beautiful and illusionary stuff, daydreaming and so I'm wondering, what is it that's coming to be for you? What are you working on? What do you hope to be working on? I wonder too if you don't have family that is magically inclined, or at least kind of clairvoyant, or some kind of mediumship or scrying or something like this. But I think that this is something that feels so much at home because it's something that is very, it's kindred because it runs among the kin, right? And so, yes, maybe this is a time where it is even kind of awakening in your own life. Now, as a Capricorn, I think it's easy to be somewhat dismissive of these attributes of self. I think that we have a tendency to reason out things, it's a coincidence. For me, I'm really good at reading people. Part of it, I think, is somewhat psychic. Part of it is that I grew up in a household of addiction, and I had to be quite aware of what was happening around me with people. I had to take the temperature of the room often. I had to see, is this going to be a night where there's a lot of fighting and, things going wrong, and do I have to be, in this mode of really protecting myself? And so I do. When I look at people, I interact with people, I'm constantly kind of taking in information about them. Is this a safe person? Or, these kinds of things. So I think it's like a combination. But I also know there's a lot of magic within my life, a lot of magic within my family. My the people who are close to my life, my beloved people, my friends, my chosen family, my spouse, of course. Shout out to Dove and Serpentero, my husband, Paul over there, my daughter, all very magically inclined people, you know, and that's no mistake. We find one another, don't we? And, but it's easy to think, oh, this is just because of whatever. I'm just putting things together, but it's beyond that. It's beyond that. And I think a lot of Capricorns are like this, right? And I'm a Capricorn ascendant. So, you know, especially solar Capricorns, I think we have a tendency to be like, oh, it's not really magical. There's a way to explain this. We can reason this out. We can figure it out, right? And sometimes, you know, you just get into this place where it's like, it's a very kind of, well, like you've gone down the rabbit hole, right? You've woken up in Wonderland or Oz or, you know, wherever. And it's profound. And it is profound. Now, we also have, the goat right here, okay? Kind of looks like the sea goat. So maybe a real sign of Capricorn being activated right now. But I also feel like there's a sense of command in your life. I feel like you are coming into this section of your existence where you are taking a profound role as maybe head of the family, maybe a leadership role within your work. Maybe you have, you know, your own business and you're finding your place as the leader, you know, as the president or whatever, I don't know, the owner of the business. I feel like, you know, for maybe the first time in a long time or ever, it's not just a feeling of kind of pretending, right? Like I'm just going to play this role until it feels like, you know, I'm actually doing the thing. You know, it is like fake it till you make it type. Or maybe it's kind of that imposter syndrome, right? But I feel like you're in this place where you know what you're doing. You're good at it. And, you know, although, of course, you have to think about your decisions and, you know, sometimes we make mistakes and so on. But I feel like there's a confidence here. You're like, I know what I'm doing. I am this, whatever it is. And I feel like the real emperor energy, okay? A sense of, at times having to make hard decisions, things that people might not understand. But you do it for the betterment of, you know, everybody's situation. You're not oblivious to their feelings, their needs. In fact, I think most of how you operate is in honoring those needs, those feelings, those, you know, the things that always trying to coordinate so everybody, at least it works, right? It works, and then if other people are happy as well, great, right? But you're keeping the thing going. And I also see, it looks like we have a person here. It looks like some kind of pharaoh or enthroned being. Now, right here, it looks like a little bird, okay? And the bird looks like it's coming out of their mouth. So I feel like you have such a message. And I wonder if you are maybe considering doing some kind of, well, the first thing I thought, like life coaching or maybe being a mentor or creating like a business course, right? Or some kind of thing where you're educating people. Because I feel like you have something to say that is beneficial to others. And I think that you're really starting to realize that, okay? What you have to share is important. Now we have 5 right here. It's F-I-V-E. So we have the spelled out 5. Over here we have 63. 63. We have an A up here. We also have, now this is the one that looked like the magician before, but it also now looks kind of like an angel or somebody flying through the air and getting a star, okay? So I do feel like there's a sense of achieving goals. This is a big goal too, because the star card to me very much is this idea of like standing outside at night, looking in the sky and saying one day, you know, I'm gonna have, you know, the thing that I want most in life. This is my goal. This is my dream. And so when the person is being able to capture that star, it tells me that you are getting into a place where you are realizing the dream that you have had for so long. You are getting there and working so hard to reach that place. So this is the most blessed time. It truly feels like it. Now here's the other part of it that I'm going to say, Capricorn, is enjoy it. I know that you have a hard time being in the moment when things are going well, because you're already thinking about the other things you need to do. I don't want to, you know, lose my focus or celebrate too much because, you know, then I lose sight. I might stumble. I might drop the ball. But you have to, at least you should. You don't have to, but you should. Be able to enjoy the fruit of your labor, even if for just a moment. Don't put it off to the end of your life. Don't work yourself to the bone and think one day I'm going to retire and I'm going to be able to enjoy this. It's a bad plan. I'm just going to say it, dang it. It's a bad plan because so often you get to that point and there's health issues or financial issues or, you know, things just go awry in one way or another, or that you find you've done all this work and you've saved and you've built this life and you have this, you know, I'm retired, I'm going to do all these things. And you get there and you're like, dang, this is freaking boring. You know, the thing I really loved was the hard work. I don't know what to do with myself. Every day there's just all this time. What do I do with it? You know? And so enjoy it while you can. Enjoy it while it's here. Now, I'm not saying don't, you know, plan for the future. Of course, plan for the future. But do not save everything for a rainy day. Well, you know, the enjoyment. Don't save it for a rainy day. This is why I don't like vacations. Now, this is a hot take, right? I think most people are like, what is she talking about? I don't like vacations because I don't like planning something. Not that I've had very many, right? I've never made enough money to go on vacations, really. But what I think of as a vacation is taking a couple days off and like going to the lake, right? Or, you know, driving a couple hours away and you know, going, you know, whatever, to some flea markets and a restaurant and a bookstore and whatever. But what I don't like about planning for a vacation, at least like, you know, for in the future, too far off, is that, yeah, life gets in the way. And then half the time when you go, it's just an absolute SH show. And now, especially as a parent, I realize how much work, how much work went into, the things that our parents did for us, our grandparents did for us, holidays, vacations, special like little trips and stuff. So much work. And God bless them for doing all of that. Absolutely. It doesn't feel like a vacation for parents so much, right? So, yeah. Do the thing now. Enjoy yourself now. Enjoy what you've done now. Treat yourself a little bit. Don't get wild with it, but treat yourself a little bit. Okay, let's see. We also have a bird. So we have the cardinal. So somebody who has transitioned visiting you. I feel like this is like mom maybe or grandma. And I see we have a V. I wonder if they had a V in their name or if they have a V name. Like a Vera or Vincent or well, I guess that would be grandpa or dad, maybe, right? My goodness, Lenor. I'm gonna blame it on the Theraflu that I took. Let's see. So we have a 2, and I'm trying to think, what is this? It's like almost like I keep thinking it's like almost like 2 places that we used to go together. Places that we visited, maybe like a place you went to go eat. But like whenever you go past it, that's the thing. I don't think you go there anymore. But when you go past it, you think of them. And I feel like it's like this thing, like go. Just go and do it. I must wonder also, and this is really specific, it feels like a place that mom or grandma, like a nursery, that they like to get flowers from. And I feel like you've thought about it. Like, I'm gonna go over there and get some plants or whatever. But I don't know. It's like you always find some reason not to, and it's maybe that it's far off. Maybe you don't live in the area anymore. But I feel like it's like there's a sense of being kind of sentimental here. Where, going to those places that you used to be together. And you knew that they really loved this place. But I feel like a lot of the reason that it's coming up so much is because they're visiting you often. And kind of, I don't know, it's almost like go see what there is to see there, because there's something that you're going to feel or something you're going to experience that feels profound. It's unmistakable. So let's go ahead and we'll do our Wild Offering Oracle cards over here. And I'm going to just flip through here. I know, I have tried to learn how to shuffle these different kinds of cards. I'm so bad at it. They go flying everywhere. My husband, amazing. He's tried to show me how to shuffle and stuff. I give up. I just like to do it like that. I'm just going to... All right. And we stop where it feels right. And it says calmness. The inner divine is the witness of all, remaining still and quiet even during intense turbulence. So take a deep breath and then say, quiet, my mind, dear Lord. May your peaceful calm take over. May your peaceful calm take over. Beautiful. All right, Capricorn, I'm going to go ahead and tell you I love you because I do, and I thank you so much for spending this time with me. It is always such an honor to be able to bring these messages to you. And if you would be so kind as to like the video, it really does help the channel so much. And if you have not subscribed yet, please think about doing that. You can hit the little bell. It'll let you know when the next readings are coming out. It is free to subscribe. And, what else? If you want to leave a comment, please do. I read them all. Also, if you have a business, a channel, some kind of service or something that you'd like to advertise, please go into the community section. There's a post over there. My husband and I, we both like to put up these posts. Shout out to my husband again, Dove and Serpent Tarot. His name is Paul. He's fantastic. Also, please prayers for Paul. He is the last one to get the flu that we've all had. Right as I speak, he's in bed right now. Just poor guy, not feeling good at all. But anyways, we put up these posts because we want to offer a space on our platforms. You know, he has a big platform. I have a smaller platform at the channel here. It is growing though. Where you can also try to grow your work. You know, I want people to see what you're doing. I want you to get some new customers. I want you to get some subscribers. I want you to, you know, I don't know, just connect with some people. And I am a firm believer that the only way that any of this works is if we uplift each other. Here comes TT. She's agreeing with me. Meow. Poor baby. She wants to get in this studio so bad. She just knocks everything over. I've been trying to acclimate her, but she is, I don't know. It's been hard. So she'll be back to the readings at some point. But anyways, I'm a firm believer we have to lift each other up. We need to, you know, there's enough room for all of us. Right? I don't like this idea of gatekeeping or not, you know, lending support to each other and so on. So, you know, within this community and all of the, you know, communities that are kind of adjacent, absolutely, let's support one another. And, oh yes, if you don't have anything to post, please still go look at the post. Go check out some of the people that are on there putting up their work because they are talented. Let me tell you, I've found some amazing readers through putting these posts up. I've bought some books that people have posted. I mean, all kinds of stuff. I remember one time there was like a guy, he had like a realty company and I don't know. There were a lot of different kind of healers and Reiki people, reflexologists, and I mean, just it's such a great idea for us to be doing these kind of posts. I think for not just, you know, I think I implore other content creators to do the same, honestly. I feel like if we just get a network going, you know, it's just, I don't know. That's just me. So anyways, I love you, Capricorn. I love you, Capricorn. And we'll talk in a few days. And take care of yourself. And watch out for the solar flares. I mean, the energy is just wild. So, all right. Bye. Love you. Goodbye.